All right, man. So this is the first podcast ever. We're here, Hansanity. Basically, my podcast is gonna be about, sports, betting, marijuana culture. We're drinking some Stella right now, so we're gonna be talking about beer. Anything really, what boys like to do type shit. And right here with Illyrian Autoworks LLC. So first and foremost, what's your guys' names? Can you please introduce yourselves, your age?
Yes.
So we can start with
So
right
my
here.
name is Armir. I'm the founder of Illyrian Autoworks. I'm 25 years old. Started this about a year and a half ago. Um,
I'm Alex. I'm also working for Illyrian Autoworks as a line manager right now, which means I'm kind of taking care of most of the actual dirty work and stuff like that. I started up with Armir just about when he started up Illyrian Autoworks, and it's been going well. So
Yeah. So what's the most stressful thing about being, the head guy for Illyrian Autoworks and Armir over here? Like what type of things do you got to go through in the daily basis?
I would say it's for us right now. It's not too much stress. Right now, we're definitely taking a lot more of a load than we were when we first started up. But I think we're managing very well because right now Amir's working full time. I have a little more time on our hands. Just because I don't have a full time job right now as well. But right now it's very manageable. But we're taking off really fast, and we're thinking that we may need some help like down the road or something like that. So it's going.
Yeah. Nah, that's definitely a good look for Armir though, because he's working full time right now, and you're able to help out the company a lot. So it works out for both of you guys and stuff like that. I feel like that's a good duo for you guys. So a little bit more about you guys. Like where do you guys come from? Like what's your background story starting from Armir?
yeah.
So like where are you from? What is your beliefs and shit like that?
Yeah. So Illyrian, the name comes from Albania. That's where I'm originally from. I was born there.
Shout out
Illyria-
Albania.
For real, shout out Albania.
Illyria was like the name before Albania became actual, country, and we founded our independence. So I took some inspiration from that. I think it's good to like stay true to your roots. But yeah, I founded the company mainly because I'm a car guy through and through. I really loved cars. Same with him too. That's kind of how we became friends. We like a lot of the same stuff. So just kind of sticking true to ourselves and what we like to do. We kind of just founded that, and it's been going good pretty well. Over time, we don't know what the future holds exactly, but we're just taking it one step at a time, growing, learning more, and who knows? The sky's the limit for both our potential. So
Yeah. So Alex, where do you come from? What's your background story, and how does that help for the Illyrian Auto Works in general?
So basically, as Armir was saying, like we both have a really good background in cars. I don't have my car here now, but if you saw it now, it's all built up and loud and stuff like that, so it's fun.
Yeah.
I've always taken like good pride into like keeping my car clean and maintaining like the look that it had when I first bought it. So that's just something that like we initially bonded on, and that's kind of like the background that I come from as well. I also come from like a banking background. That's what I recently just stopped doing not too long ago. Doesn't really translate too much to Illyrian Autoworks, but it's definitely like good knowledge to have when it comes to like more of the business side of the Illyrian Autoworks and stuff like that. But yeah, like Armir said, we kind of just bonded growing up in the cars. We've been big on that, and been doing that ever since.
Yeah. So we're both from the same town and stuff, and I know you guys always have like good looking cars and stuff. I want to get a little bit more into that. So like, I know you had like an Audi, I think it was.
Mhm.
What kind of Audi is it? Like,
So I have a 2021 Audi Q5. It's pretty much got the works on it: exhaust, tune, rims. Kind of went all out. Carbon fiber packages inside and out. Honestly, it's not a fast car or anything like that. I'm more just kind of like the look, the sound of it for speed, stuff like that, like motorcycles. So I just had a Ducati 1199. That thing was crazy as far as like speed goes. But again, I don't think cars is just like all about speed. I think there's a lot taking pride in how the car looks,
Yeah.
how it sounds. There's a lot of different things that you can do with cars. And that's one of the great aspects about cars. Like no one car is going to be the same for like every single owner. So, and that's a big thing. Like we both like faster cars, but it's not like all about that too.
Right.
yeah, for sure. I know there's a lot of cars that are not like too fast, but they look smooth. A lot of the owners, they make sure they're clean. They make them look good, and they don't even have to be fast. It just looks good, you know, on the road and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
So
So that was kind of like the way that like me and him did it, because like we kind of went the opposite way.
Yeah.
Like he was more appearance first, performance second, and
Yeah.
I was definitely performance first, appearance second.
Yeah. So,
So-
what kind of car did you have?
So right now I'm driving a 2013 Ford Fusion.
Oh, yeah.
2-liter turbo, so it's got like a pretty good engine for building up and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I don't have too much appearance done on it, but it's a stage 2. It's tuned, and I'm definitely planning on probably going full downpipe and stuff like that. Going straight stage 3 hopefully at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like any car, it could be any car. It looks super nice if you keep it clean, you know. I feel like if a car is clean, it talks a lot about the owner.
Absolutely.
You know, they
For
care
sure.
about their cars and stuff like that. Because if you have it dirty, you know, you have like a scratch on your car, it says a lot about the owner. Like, oh, I don't give a fuck about my car and shit like that.
Right,
That's what I'm
exactly.
talking about.
Completely
Actually,
agree.
I would say some of that's a misconception because like I
Yeah.
get a lot of clients
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff you can't control.
that
Mhm.
have like dirtier cars. Like I
Mhm.
cleaned one that like the inside was completely trash. There was dirt everywhere, trash, all that.
Yeah,
Got to know the owner of the car a little bit more. She played softball.
busy
You know,
schedule.
If you're doing like work, then softball, going back,
Yeah.
you're bringing your cleats in there, and like even for like other sports players,
Yeah.
if you're on the field, you're
Yeah.
gonna drag some of that in your car, and like sometimes it's like you don't want to judge at first, like when you see something like that, because
Yeah.
you never know like what the client's actually
Yeah,
like.
and you know what's good about Illyrian Autoworks for people? It's really good for people like that because it's mobile as well. So some people
Exactly.
they don't have the time to actually clean their car, and you could, if it's mobile, you can actually come to their job while they're working.
Exactly.
You know, they get their car clean. They come out their job. They're like, oh my god, my car is clean,
Exactly.
and they just head out the road. For some people that have a really busy schedule, it's more convenient for them.
Yeah, and
So-
like initially, like when we founded the company, my
Yeah.
biggest idea, because I founded this during COVID,
Yeah.
and the idea struck me because I went to clean my car at a drive-through place,
Mhm.
and they're like, "We can clean the outside, but we can't do the inside because of COVID." So I was like, "Why am I paying $40 if you're not even gonna like clean the inside of the car?"
Yeah.
So it just struck me. I was like, "Hey, like people might want somebody that could come to them while they're in the safety, security of their own home. Let's say they have kids, they want to do something on their schedule."
Yeah,
We could just be outside cleaning your car. You take care of life, because like that's ultimately like what it is. This is more convenience, but you're also getting a quality service that you're not going to get at a drive-through car wash.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I kind of had the idea too of making a mobile service, but I don't think I can make it as good as you guys because it's super convenient. You guys have the whole detailing service down pat. You guys have a nice logo as well, and Illyrian Autoworks is just something that comes with you guys' background and stuff like that. So, asking the same question, what is Illyrian again? I forgot. It's something with your culture.
Yeah, so Illyria was the name of Albania before it actually like founded its independence.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going back like 1400s, 1500s. Like my country's been around since pretty much like the beginning of Europe. So.
Yeah.
That area in general, that's what we know as Illyria, but then eventually became Albania. And, even like the two-headed eagle that's on my logo on
Yeah,
there.
I
that's
definitely
the
seen
Albanian-
that.
Yeah, that's the Albanian flag.
Shout out to the World Cup coming up soon. But
Yes, sir.
We
yeah.
didn't qualify this year, but maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. So, how long have you guys been in business since you guys opened up?
About a year and a half. We took some time off just because we kind of changed the business structure.
Yeah.
Before, we didn't have like a mobile setup as strong as we do now. So in the beginning, it was more just people would come to me, I would detail their car, and they would just kind of wait or like go to their house again with the Uber.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that because, what's the point of coming to me doing it there if like you're not getting anything out of it besides just a clean car?
Yeah.
So I doubled down, I invested, we got a truck, we got a full mobile setup, everything's there. We can literally do a job anywhere, side of the street, your work, office, home, anywhere is possible. And like that's the big thing where right now we're pushing just to make it all about convenience and those
Yeah.
like those different jobs that no other place can really do.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, like that's what I love to see. Like guys around my age, they're doing some shit for the community. They're trying to make some money because everyone out here is trying to hustle and stuff like that. So, how did you guys exactly get into car detailing? Like, what made you guys want to get into car detailing, Alex? Like,
Basically, like I said before, we come from the car background. So it's just something that we always took pretty serious. We always like to keep our cars clean. We want to keep a good appearance for anybody that sees them or steps in them. So this was kind of just like an idea that we both had like a year and a half ago. We were like, you know, we like being around our cars. We like keeping them clean. Why don't we learn a little more? Why don't we try to get professional with this? And then why don't we try to start our own, our own business? Because this seems like a really good niche market that nobody else is really tapping into right now.
Yeah.
So we found like the perfect opportunity at the perfect time, and we're rolling with it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good, honestly, that's a good business to get into, because I feel like as time moves forward, I feel like a lot of people are going to get busier. A lot of people trying to start their own business, so they let go of things they can't take care of. So you guys take care of the cars. They're at work. They're busy. You guys come, clean their cars. It's all clean, so it's all good.
That's honestly what sets us apart too, because I tried other businesses before this one that mainly I started because I knew the money was good once they got set up. But if you're ultimately in it just for the money, it never succeeds.
It never does.
You're never gonna wake up in the morning and say, hey, I'm doing this just because I want this much money out of it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna get out of that.
You have to actually have to like it, and then the money comes as a reward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is do you want somebody, let's say a doctor, do you want somebody that's not passionate about being a doctor doing surgery on you? It's the same thing. You have a Lamborghini. Do you want somebody that's just doing it for the paycheck? You want somebody to come and do that car and treat it like it's their own. And that's ultimately where it's basically our craft. It's like our artwork when we do it. So we take our time, we treat it like it's our own car, and we make it just like how it would be for us. So, and I think ultimately the clients that we retain that come back to us, they see that quality of work, that they say, hey, it may be a little bit more expensive than the competition, but the service is, there's levels to it. You might be paying less somewhere else, but you're not getting that same service.
For sure. So that brings me into my next question. So what sets Illyrian Autoworks aside from the rest of the detailing businesses? What sets you guys apart?
I would definitely say the care that we put into the cars. I don't think that there's anybody who loves their job more than me and Armir do.
Yeah.
And that translates to the work that we put in as well. We'd love to see our customers walk away with a happy smile, or as soon as they stick their head in the car and they come back out with a smile on their face. That's how we know we did a great job. We just want to make sure that the satisfaction of our customers is always there, and pretty much that's what satisfies us. The money, of course, that's nice.
Yeah.
But our customer satisfaction is always going to be our favorite part about it.
And getting to see the transformation of the car, before when we first get there and we see how bad of shape it is, and then seeing the after photos, when you post them on Instagram and people see that and they're like, wow, that's really a lot different.
Very satisfying.
That's one of the most satisfying parts about it, because we can literally transform something that you wouldn't even recognize from how it was before to how it is after, and I feel like they appreciate that too.
Yeah. Well, what is more satisfying to you guys when you guys actually get a job? A customer's like, oh, I want you to do the work, or after, when you see the car is clean? Because I know personally for me, when I do some jobs, it's satisfying me when someone comes to me and be like, oh, I want you to do my work.
I think both, honestly.
Yeah.
I like when they choose us, or when I ask them how they heard about us, and they say, hey, I know so-and-so person that got their car done by you. Yeah. They love the work, so I'm going to try you guys out. And then sometimes, most of the time, actually, they'll keep coming to us. Yeah. And that's the thing, is ultimately there's three things that I feel like customers really want. It's quality of work, convenience, and then just your personality. You're not going to want somebody that comes in, hates their job, they're just doing crappy job in there. You want somebody that's actually passionate about what they're doing.
That's why it's never really good to just do it for the money. You know what I'm saying? So how do you guys get most of your customers? Is it just ads or word of mouth?
Both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
I've gone pretty heavy into ads based on Google. Up and coming in the fall, we have a magazine that we're in. So Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing, pamphlets. I think the biggest one is just honestly going to car shows, doing car shows, Cars and Coffee on Saturday, Sundays. Yeah. Getting your name out there in the community is one thing, but just having conversations with these clients and showing them who you are, I think sets us apart from the competitors pretty much. Because you might see an ad on Google that says, hey, we're the best, we have tons of 5-star ratings. You don't know the person that's putting that out there. I could say that tomorrow on my website, but you don't know who I am, you don't know what I'm about. So face-to-face connections, I think, are the best thing for business.
Yeah. What do you think, Alex, as well, for as the ad part goes?
I would say the same thing. Those face-to-face connections are definitely a lot more valuable than just like putting something out on the internet and having them take our word for it. I think that face-to-face connection helps us build a little bit better of a face in the community, letting you know that, hey, like, we're not just detailers, we're people too. Like, we're interested in you, we're interested in your life. We want to know what you're interested in and how we could best help you with, whatever it may be, not just detailing. So definitely the face-to-face interaction is probably the biggest part of our job.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I noticed you guys had different types of packages and stuff like that. For example, like gold wash or like a diamond wash. Can you guys explain what the difference is between those two?
Yeah, so Gold Wash is our basic interior-exterior bundle. Again, when I say basic, I just mean that we're doing stuff that's a little bit less than the diamond. It's still way above just like a drive-through car wash. Because I went to a drive-through car wash. I paid, I think it was like...
Which one was that?
It was the Egypt Road. I think it's like the car wash. I forget what it's called. But it's
I go to the one up in King of Prussia, the one near Target.
Yeah, and like
the automatic one.
Yeah.
They're not bad for like just a quick wash, but like I'll explain what the negatives are about that.
Yeah, can you go into that?
First part is the damage it does to your car. So you think that you're getting a clean car, but when those spin around the car, it's creating swirl marks in your clear coat that over time, when your car is under the sun, you're going to see those little scratches. Now, to fix something like that, you're going to need to pay about $2,000 to $3,000 to get your paint to how it was before. Now, again, are most people going to take the time to do that? No. So there's definitely a certain group of people that take pride in their cars and they treat it just like they would, any prized possession, that would spend that extra money to say, hey, I paid $100,000 for this car. I might as well take care of it so when I sell it down the road, it retains as much value as possible. That's one of the big things that car dealerships look at when you trade the car in. If you look at any of the trade-in questions that they ask you, one of the first things that says, is there any scratches or is there any imperfections in the paint? Paint is one of the most expensive things that you can do on a car, and if you mess it up, it takes a very long time to get it back to normal. So if you take those steps and, spend a little bit more money here and there, you're definitely going to get rewarded later on when you sell the car.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about that, Alex? Touching on what he said.
No, yeah, I completely agree. Will the standard drive-through car wash do the job for you? Yeah, it'll look clean on the outside, but the damage that you're creating in the long run is not worth it at all. Because when you take that car back to the dealership and let's say you want to trade it in or maybe just do like a sell to the dealership or whatever it may be, you're taking thousands upon thousands of dollars off that car if it was ran through the car wash or like one of those little self-washes with the brushes and stuff like that. That's just completely ruining the car. Like Amir said, it takes off the clear coat. It creates swirl marks on the car, and it's just really bad for the car.
And most of the time, they don't even clean your car that well.
Exactly.
I was just thinking that too because like it's just constantly spinning, so no one even like squeezes it to get all the excess dirt out.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm thinking about.
But I just think about all the other cars that was running through that car wash before you got there.
Yeah, so maybe it's even sticking on there. Yeah.
Think about like a Jeep or like a Dodge Ram that just went mudding.
Yeah.
It went through that drive-through car wash, all the rocks, all the dirt that just picked up. You drive your Mercedes through that. You think those rocks just fell off?
Oh, yeah.
They're scratching your car the entire time. And on top of that, I took my car there just for like a quick wash one day. I didn't have the time to clean it myself. I was like, hey, you know what? I'll just do it this one time. Came out of the car wash. There were still bugs on my windshield. There's bugs on the front of like the grill. I was like, I just paid $50 for nothing. I had to go clean it myself later that day. So
yeah, definitely. So I was actually gonna say that too. So like I come home like tired from work, and I just think the easiest way to do it is just go to the car wash, and then it goes by through itself. It washes it itself. Do you have anything for customers like that, or is it just never gonna get there because the price is just so low?
Eventually, I do a little bit of real estate on the side as well, mainly like residential houses and stuff like that. But in the works, as we grow and as we get bigger, I'm targeting having like a full auto wash center. So like for the customers that want that quick wash, they can definitely get that done in the future. But we're gonna have our own little shop next to that for like the more detailed oriented customers.
Yeah. And what do you think, Alex? How do you think that would benefit you guys in the long term?
Yeah, having a location where we can like dedicate our time to would definitely benefit us a lot. I would say the biggest reason it would benefit us is because, on top of having the mobile service, we actually have a spot where we can take you in. We don't have to be under the beating sun and stuff like that, which would be a little better for us as well. And then, we'd have a nice shaded area where we can really work on the car. Whereas where we're doing the mobile detailing, we do have a tent that we'll put over the cars just to make sure the shade is good and, we're not leaving any watermarks in the car and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But if we have an inside location, that just makes it a whole lot easier because that way we don't have to put it in the tent. We don't have to worry about the sun beating down on the car and drying stuff up. It's just a really good move. So
Yeah, definitely. So we just talked about the gold wash. Can you guys tell me a little bit about the diamond wash?
So diamond wash, it basically adds a lot more features than the gold wash will.
Yeah.
One of the biggest factors with a diamond compared to the gold is the attention to detail in certain areas of the car. So if we're doing just a gold wash, the rims, we'll brush them, we'll clean them, but it's not going to be as much as like a diamond.
It's just like a quick run through.
Exactly. Like you'll notice sometimes when you go to like a drive-through wash, your rims, they might be clean on like the surface area, but inside the wheel there'll be like a lot of brake dust, a lot of dirt still built up on like the inside face. The diamond wash completely like gets that out. We'll go in there, we'll scrub the inside, we'll scrub like where the lug nuts are for the car, all that, including like the inside. So for a gold wash, we'll spray the inside, we'll wipe it down, vacuum, all that stuff. Your car's still going to look good with a gold. But with the diamond wash, we'll actually go with brushes. Every inch of the car on the inside and where the wheels are, all like the intricate areas, they get hit with a detail brush. So we put our all-purpose cleaner, get in there. It gets literally everything off the inside. You won't even recognize the car when it's done.
Oh, okay. And Alex, like, how long does that take for the diamond wash? Because I know if I'm paying a good price for my car to get washed, I would want someone to take care of it like it's their own car. So, like, how long do you estimate the time of the wash would be?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like every car we do, we always take enough. We always put enough like time and effort into it, like it was our own car.
Yeah, definitely.
We know like if we're taking our car to, let's say, another detailing place and they don't do a good job, that's not how we would want our stuff to be treated. You know what I mean? So we always treat all of our customers with the utmost respect. Every single one of their cars is basically our car.
Yeah.
The diamond wash is basically, I would say it's the best bang for your buck. You know what I mean?
I think that's like our most popular package too.
How much is that? How much is the gold wash? How much is the diamond wash?
So gold wash for a coupe starts at $75.
$75 for like a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, so a Dodge Charger would be about $85.
For the gold.
Yeah, just as a standard price for it. Now again, we're always running promotions. We like to give back to our community and our customers.
Yeah.
So whenever it's something that we think it's going to be a little busier, there's other events going on. Like right now, end of summer, I know a lot of people are going on vacations. They're spending money on other things.
Yeah.
I'll lower the prices in this time just to kind of give back, let people kind of get their savings up too. I don't want them to go broke just getting a car wash done. So we definitely take a lot of things into consideration. And again, our main focus is our clients. I want to make sure that they're happy with the service, but I want to make sure that they're happy with the price too. And that's a big reflection of it because, again, we're outside in the sun. Some days it's 100 degrees outside, humidity. You're working for 3-4 hours on a car. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than just going to a drive-through or something like that.
Yeah.
But again, we make sure that our clients are always happy with the price and it's worth it for them too.
Yeah, definitely. So another question I've seen on the website, Illyrian, Autoworks.com, why are the prices so expensive? Like, what are the materials you guys use? What are the sprays you guys use? Why is it so expensive?
So typically, like some more basic detailers, they'll use brands like Chemical Guys, which there's nothing wrong with those brands. Again, they'll definitely get the job done. But for our clients, depending on the package, we'll use different types of products. So right now we actually have a partnership with a company called Glassparency. They typically give us most of our products that we use. One of the big things with them is actually the ceramic and graphene coatings, as well as the glass treatments for the windshield and the windows. These products, again, they're going to be a little bit more expensive than your typical cleaners, and that's why the price is a little bit higher, but also other things go into account like labor. We're coming to you. We don't differentiate between a client that goes 5 minutes away or an hour away. The price is the price. I'm not charging you extra even though I'm spending gas and going a further distance to come to your car. So again, I like to set it at a price that's pretty reasonable for most people, and the people that have done it think that it is worth it for the price.
Yeah, definitely. Alex, what do you think about the products that you guys use? Is it high quality? What do you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we get nothing but the best. Like I said, we take care of every car like it's our own.
Yeah.
So we want to use the best products, of course. So like Amir said, we've got the different partnerships going on with Glass Parency is definitely probably one of the best ones. Their products are awesome, which also comes with a warranty as well.
Yeah, 3-year warranty backed by them. So, and again, those warranties are if they're properly maintained. Now, again, if you contact them, they'll still give you the product to redo it. But when we say 3-year warranty, that's not you do it today and then you go to a drive-through car wash for the rest of the year and then it's just going to stay that way.
Yeah.
Those car washes and different types of soap actually strip like the chemical bonding of certain ceramic coatings, glass coatings, and they might not last that full length. So when we say that it has a 3-year length when we apply this type of coating, it means that you need to properly maintain it too. So you need to use the right type of soap. There's a lot of chemistry that goes into it, pH levels, different type of acidity base with the soaps. So you want to make sure that when you do, and you're spending the amount of money to do a ceramic coating, you want to take care of that so that way it lasts that full term.
Yeah. So what exactly is ceramic coating? Because I've been looking into a lot of car detailing stuff. What is actually ceramic coating? What do you think, Alex? What is it?
So the ceramic coating is what's going to actually give you that protective layer over your paint.
Yeah.
So that way when there's rain or any type of debris, bugs, rocks, rocks kind of like a toss-up because sometimes it'll just scratch your car either way.
Yeah.
But more so bugs, rain, stuff like that. That'll definitely protect your car and have it slide right off, as opposed to if you didn't have ceramic coating, that stuff maybe would stick onto the car. So it definitely makes it a lot easier to clean in the future and protects your paint in the long run, which obviously, would protect the value of your car as well.
Well, what do you like about ceramic coating a lot? Like, why would you do ceramic coating over the other coating you said?
Yeah, so, ceramic and graphene coatings are pretty similar. They have their similarities and differences.
Yeah.
What I would compare ceramic to, or basically contrast it from, there's different types of protection. So, to get the most protection on a car, you're going to want to do something like a PPF, a paint protection film. That's going to give you the most protection. It's literally like a vinyl, a clear or matte vinyl that goes on top of your paint. And it basically protects from a lot of different things, including rocks.
Yeah.
So it'll scratch that instead of your actual paint. Now, if you apply a PPF, it costs close to $2,000 for a regular car. Most people are not going to spend that unless you have a high-end car that you want to take care of.
Yeah.
So for the most bang for your buck and length of protection, I think a ceramic is the best type that you can get because it's going to protect against most things like dirt, grime, bugs, even like the rain. If it's acidic rain most of the time, it'll strip the paint over time.
Yeah.
With the ceramic, none of that sticks because it creates a hydrophobic coating on top of the paint that literally everything just slides right off.
Yeah.
It's a chemical binding on top of the clear coat that literally eliminates any type of streaking, sticking onto the paint. And again, when you need to wash it, you literally just spray it with water and most of that stuff comes off. Again, if it's a little dirtier than that, you're going to want to use a ceramic-based soap that can clean it. But most of the time, ceramic's the best way to go.
Oh, okay. And then you guys use ceramic on your diamond washes, right?
So ceramic is a separate package. So if you want us just to do a ceramic coating on your car, it starts at about $200 for a coupe and a sedan. Basically what that entails is going to be a diamond exterior only wash. So we'll do everything that the diamond wash has on the outside of the car. On top of that, we'll do a clay bar. So what the clay bar is once we have it clear of all debris, you'll go in panel by panel, spray the clay lubricant, and then clay the car. So when you touch it, it's literally smooth. There's nothing abrasive on top of the paint. Once you get it to that smooth level, you can apply the ceramic because you want to make sure that the ceramic binds chemically to the paint. If it's not perfect before you apply the ceramic, it's not going to do its job.
Yeah.
So there's a lot more labor-intensive processes applying a ceramic, and that's why it's its own package instead of being in with something like a diamond wash.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's why it's so expensive because you have to know what exactly you're doing.
And
So
the
good.
and the product itself for a ceramic is pretty expensive overall.
Mhm.
So the markup on the ceramic,
Yeah.
that's basically just our labor doing it. But again, it's something that's going to protect your car for 3 to 5 years, depending on which option you go
That
with.
was really nice. That was a really nice car.
Lamborghini?
Lamborghini Huracan.
Yeah.
We
How was that?
also. What was that?
How was that? Like, what was the experience like?
It was nice. It's an easier car because it's pretty small.
Yeah.
So it's not as much reaching and stuff like that. Like we don't have to get really high and like tire out our arms and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's all like really low to the ground.
And
so.
typically, exotic cars don't need a lot of washing because most people take care of those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they only use it like
exactly.
what two times
like
during the
when we
week.
got inside the Lamborghini, I think there was only like 5,000 miles on the car.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Wow. Wait,
We-
was there 4 seats or 2 seats in there?
Two seats.
Just 2 seats.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then we had a Ferrari F430 Spider more recently.
Yeah.
That one, again, there's like 5,000 or 6,000 miles on the car. It had a PPF already on it. There was already a ceramic on there, so cleaning it took about an hour. To
Oh,
do.
wow.
So,
Yeah, we also had that M6 too.
yeah, we had the
The
BMW
M6 was like a good one. That's tuned. It had a burble tune and whatnot.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he was
that was
pushing
fun.
like 760 horsepower or something like
Really?
that.
To
Wow.
the wheels too.
Yeah.
So, like, for the people that don't know, which ones are there? Like a Lamborghini, a Ferrari,
Lamborghini,
and
Ferrari, BMW. We've worked on plenty of Range Rovers as well.
Range
Yeah.
Rovers, Mercedes.
you guys
Yeah,
worked in any
Mercedes.
like Hellcats, Demons? stuff
Not
like that?
yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Are you guys hoping to? Like, you guys like those type of cars?
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
Any type of car that's like performance oriented or
Yeah.
just a sick exotic car, we always love doing those.
Yeah. Well, what's you guys' favorite cars? Like, what's your favorite car, Alex?
How does that sound?
If you could have one car, what would it
Um,
be? Like any car in the world, what would you have a car?
That would be. I think I'd go with a '95 Toyota Supra.
Oh yeah, you like the Supras?
I love the Supras.
Which one's
especially
the-
the old bodies like that?
Isn't there like a Toyota that's illegal in the U.S. Or some type of car that's legal in the U.S.?
There's a lot
A
of cars
Honda?
that are not legal in the U.S. just
Yeah.
because of like the emissions laws here and
The
stuff like
import-
that.
Yeah, the import
Yeah.
restrictions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But
wow.
I think after like 25 years of
Yeah.
the car being out, you can import any car.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I'm not sure if you're familiar with like the Nissan Skyline, like
Yeah,
the R33
that's
and
exactly what I was
R34.
talking about.
Yeah.
Is
so-
it the GTR or that's
Yeah,
different?
yeah, it's a GTR.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. It's just
yeah.
the older models of them. They weren't originally available in the U.S.
Yeah.
because of, like I said, those emission laws and stuff like
That's
that.
exactly what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So after 25 years of that car being out,
Yeah.
you can legally import them to the United States. Like even if they're right-hand drive and stuff like that.
Where are they actually available?
Japan.
Just only in Japan.
You'll typically have like a few like dealers that specialize in like import only cars.
Yeah.
But again, you're talking about a car from 1980, 1990 that are still selling for well above $100,000. So those cars are definitely very expensive. And the problem with owning those cars, especially here in the States, is we don't have the same type of engineers and technicians that they do in Japan.
Yeah.
So if you bought something like a Mazda RX-7, that engine that car has, you're not going to find a dealer or like a service place around here that specializes in that engine that could take care of it.
Yeah.
So it's very like limited to where you see those cars. You may see one like every here and there, like around here, but like Cali has a bunch of like places that actually specialize in those type of cars.
Like which ones?
I'm not sure off the top of my head, but like you'll see a lot of like JDM cars in
Yeah.
more popular areas. Like New York has some technicians that take care of them. Miami, I know for a fact does. Out in Texas is like the automotive like capital of the U.S. You'll see
yeah.
cars pushing.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Whoa, what does Mexico push? I know they use a lot of Toyotas. I'm guessing, right?
So when they say like if you hear a car guy saying we're going to Mexico, it means we're breaking the law and we're going 200 plus on the highway.
Oh yeah,
in
yeah,
Texas, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be in Pennsylvania, but you'll be in Mexico.
yeah. So what would your car be like if you could have any car?
For me,
Yeah.
if price wasn't an option, I would probably say it's a hard one. I'd probably say a Koenigsegg Regera.
I have no idea what that is. So can you explain what kind of
My
car
man,
that is?
listen, I went normal fast car, and man's went like hypercar.
A Koenigsegg. So Koenigsegg itself is a Swedish company.
Yeah.
They make some of the most ridiculous cars on the planet, like
Yeah.
well above 1,700 horsepower in
Yeah.
most of them. They're really fast. They're really good looking. Honestly, as a car guy, I like speed. I like looks. I like sound. that's a big thing for me. Like right now, a lot of people are talking about EVs and like how the future is going electric. Personally, I'm not really looking forward to that.
What do you think about that new Dodge Charger, that concept that Dodge is pushing out? What do you think about that?
I like how it looks. I like how
You
it
like
looks.
how it looks?
The
I think
look
that
is
shit
nice.
looks ugly, man.
It's-
Honestly.
It's like honestly, like they're going back to their roots with the
Yeah.
Charger. Like
Yeah, it definitely looks old school.
Yeah.
There's a lot of car companies that are going back
Yeah.
to the
they're
roots like
going
that.
retro style.
But
for,
you
like,
you
the
guys seen that
electrics.
interior on there?
Yeah.
It's sick in there, yo.
Sick.
It's
Yeah.
sick. I don't like the outside, but the inside is sick.
The only like
Yeah.
downside that I saw for that car was when they revved it and it made like
Oh yeah,
it made like a cat
like a
noise.
kitty noise.
Said
Yeah.
rawr.
So I'm not too hype about that. I feel like
Yeah.
if you're going electric, just make it a quiet car, but let its
Yeah, I
performance
agree.
speak for it.
Look, what do you guys think? If someone got that car, like, what are you thinking? They should get a gold wash or a diamond wash?
I would go diamond.
Diamond
Definitely
wash?
Diamond.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
absolutely.
that car inside looks sick. So what do you guys? What's your process for inside the car? Because I feel like inside the car is super important too. I like having my
Yeah.
car clean inside. So what do you think, Alex? Like,
So, like, depending on the wash you get,
Yeah.
like the gold or the diamond, I think, like we were saying before, the gold comes with, like, a hand wipe of the interior, which is
Yeah.
going to do a great job. Like, it's going to get all the dust gone, like, any type of, like, grime that's in the cup holder, it's going to get it gone, too.
yeah,
But it really won't get into those, like, really small crevices that are, like, in between, maybe, like, let's say your LCD screen and,
where
like,
your
the trim.
phone falls out, you know, like in that little
Yeah.
pocket.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But when you do the diamond wash, we'll get in there, like we said earlier, with the brushes and stuff like that, which is going to
Yeah.
really get in those crevices and make it clean from top to bottom. So, yeah. That's what I'm
And
saying.
with like the a lot of cars these days, let's say they're leather or they have like the soft touch material on the dash and the center console. We'll take a detailing brush, spray it down, and brush it. Now I don't know if you notice on like daily use cars, our hands, like everything that we touch with our body, we emit oil from
Yeah,
our hands.
uh-huh.
So you'll see like the steering wheel, a lot of like the places we touch, they'll have like a shiny
Yeah.
look to them.
I see that a lot on my screen when I'm
Yeah.
pressing the music or stuff like that. It's
It's-
always leaving a mark right
That's one of the biggest things that like people don't like.
there. Is
like,
there a way where you could put something on it where they won't leave a mark?
sometimes for like screens they'll make like matte screen protectors that kind of hide it. It still won't like get rid of it completely, but it
Yeah.
won't be as much as like a shiny
Is there a
surface.
spray for that or?
They'll do like if you did something on the inside, I don't
Yeah.
think it would be worth it to be
Yeah.
honest, like for cost effectiveness, and like it would just be easier to just spray it down and wipe it down.
Yeah.
But again, you know, there's definitely a lot of solutions as more technology comes out. I'm sure
Yeah.
we'll see something that like gets rid of that problem completely. But as it stands right now, I think just taking care of it, wiping it down when it needs to,
Mm-hmm.
gets the job done pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool. So, what is something wrong you guys see with other detailing businesses, like local detailing businesses or anywhere else, like Facebook, Instagram? What's something wrong that you guys see about them that you guys wouldn't do?
I would say branding.
Branding?
I think branding is like the most important part of a business.
Yeah.
And you know, when somebody comes and you're charging that type of price, you're going to expect them to come, you know, in a nice vehicle. They're going to have uniforms on. They're going to be polite. The customer service is perfect. You know, we're the face of the business. We want to make sure that who we are and how we present ourselves really like captures the our values as far as the business goes. So when we show up, you know, we're on time. That's a big one. If I say I'm going to be there at 9 a.m., I'm typically there, you know, 10, 20 minutes before that.
Damn, like 850.
Yeah, just to make sure that, you know, we get to talk to you, we get to see what state the car's in, because sometimes, you know, somebody might book one service, you get there and you say, hey, you know, we could get it done for the service you selected, but you're not going to be happy with the result. So we want to make sure that we kind of go around like all the areas of the car and just let them know, like, hey, you know, you selected a gold wash. I see that your carpets are really stained or like something's not as good as it can be. Why don't you go up to this service and we'll take care of all that for you? And a lot of people actually like listen to that, because again, we're not there to sell you on a different product. If you want us to do the job you asked us for, we'll get it done. Are you going to be as happy with the product at the end? That's debatable. Like, we'll get it as much as we can within the confines of the package you're paying for. But typically people that, you know, went all out for the service, they're okay with paying a little bit extra to make sure that their car is in pristine condition.
Yeah, definitely. Alex, how do you think you guys handle competition? Like, how do you guys handle competition, if there's any?
I'd say we definitely handle it pretty well. There's not too many mobile detailers in the area. I think there's three more,
Three or
something
four,
like that,
yeah.
3 or 4 more.
There's some like
But-
outside of our service area that I've seen, but like typically in like our area, I would say like within a 30-mile radius, there's not that many that like are on the same level as us.
Yeah.
Right, like we definitely put a lot more effort and time into the cars than a lot of the other mobile detailers, and even just like normal detailers that have their own location. We definitely put a lot more time and effort into them, and we really want to make sure that every single spot in that car is completely clean. Like we want to almost make it seem like it came out of the factory brand new.
Yeah,
So that's
definitely.
basically our goal. As soon as we start in the car, when we finish, we want to look at that car and be like, can this come off the lot? If that can come off the lot in our eyes, then we think we did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so the last and final question, what are you guys' future goals for the business?
So right now, our future goals are kind of just expanding. We're just hoping to bring in more business, and as that business comes in, we hope to expand it. Maybe get another truck soon. Hopefully, have 2 mobile detailing units. Have some more employees for the business as well. And we definitely want to be able to expand more than just like the greater Philadelphia area, which we're servicing now. We want to be able to expand to hopefully at some point like way further west into PA, maybe down south into Delaware and Maryland, and even up north into New York and Massachusetts and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. What do you think, Amir? What are your features
Yeah.
for the company?
I think that definitely hit it spot on. You know, right now we're staying a lot more local, servicing our I'd say our bread and butter like customers, the people that like chose us from the beginning. I want to stay true to like the area that we started in, but as we get bigger, there's definitely like goals for us to reach, you know, further and further out. And again, it's going to be on a case by case basis. But if somebody says, "Hey, you know, I have a Ferrari, I want you guys to come and do it," and it's in New York, I'll take that 2-hour drive and help out that client because again, it's not really about the money that I'm wasting going up to New York, whatever. If I'm making somebody's day that says, hey, they came to me 2 hours away, they're doing the job, I really like the work, I would rather take that than doing, you know, something here that again, I would definitely take the time to service the customers here, but those one-off cases, I'm definitely okay with expanding outside of our area.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys heard it here first, you know, Illyrian Autoworks. We're going to put the link in the description. We're going to get these guys Facebooks, Instagram, whatever the guys got. YouTube as well. Thanks for coming through, man.
Pleasure having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it,
Thanks for
man.
having us.
Thank you.